So welcome aboard. I'm Captain Jake, and we're back with another Tabletop Tuesday. And we're back flying our fourth mission with B-17, Queen of the Skies. So, for those of you that were here last time, you know that we had a fairly easy mission. We went to Cherbourg, and yes, that is my tripod leg. Can't get it out of the frame, but oh well. I may root that off or cut that off in post-production. So, went here, bombed the airfield, went back, got attacked, but you know, not that big a deal. So, here's our mission chart. We're a Majestic Reaper. Mission 4. This bomber is number 4. So, we got our handy dandy thing here that we need to do. And so, we're going to use G1, 2, or 3. And let's see, target designation G1, missions 1 through 5. Well, we're still on 4, so we'll roll 1 die and see where we're going. 2. We're going back to Cherbourg. Same, and it's airfield, so same type. Well, there you go. Apparently we only got 50% coverage last time, so we're going back there again. And target type is AF. AF for airfield. Okay, there you go. Next, we're going to do our formation position, which is G4. And I do flash the charts up here. And I get a little bit of a shadow there, don't I? I do flash the charts up on the screen so you can see that I'm not lying or being misinformed. Okay. All right. We are in the middle, and for missions 6 to 25 only, we roll 1 die. So it says roll 2 die, but we're always in the middle. So we know we're in the middle, and whether we're in high, low, or medium squadron is only for, what do we have here? Only for episodes, missions 6 through 25. So we're doubling up in the middle here. And you'll notice we get a -1 here on our rolls that we've never used because, you know, sometimes I'm just not the smartest tool in the box. So we use squadron permissions only. G4 only missions through 6. Now zone information, which is zone 11. So we go to Cherbourg. All right, we're out here. So this is -2. And let's see, and 0 for 3. And we're over France and we're over water. Now we get -1 here. So, let's see, if I add 1 to this, can't remember. We'll leave it at 2 right now. I think we add 1 to this. I'm just not 100% sure for our missions here, what we actually do with that. Let me look at the zones here. Still learning the game, so I was correct. Took that one offline. We have a -1 because we're in the middle. So this becomes a -2 over the water. And this becomes a -1 over France. So there we go. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to move the bomber, or got the crew all lined up. We are the same crew as we were the first time and the second time. The only person we've ever had injured is our starboard waist gunner. And I think he came back right away. Let's see here. Did he come back? No, our starboard waist was killed. That's right. He was killed outright. That was bad. And then the radio operator took his position. But, okay. So, we're going to move the bombers. Here we go. We're going to Cherbourg again. So, let's point us over here. And we go from Zone 1 to Zone 2. No German attacks. All right. So now we move to Zone 3. No German attacks here. I'm sorry. That's Zone 1. Zone 2. Sorry about that. We're in Zone number 2. So we move the bomber. We determine the fighter cover for the zone, which is table G5. And we look at table G5. Missions 1 through 5 is automatically good cover. So good, 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 and good for our zones because we're in Zone 2 and Zone 3. Okay, we're going to roll for attacking waves now on B1 and B2. Let me make sure those are Bs, yes. B1, B2. Our orange card here, B1. All right. We go to town. First thing we do is we take a single die, our fabulous white one here. We're going to roll one die, and we are going to subtract 2 from it. So here we go, and, which I didn't do last time, we got a 3, minus 2, which is no waves. Since there are no waves, our bomber just moves on. Here we go. Now we're in Zone 3, which is just a minus 1. So I'll make sure here, we move fighter cover, okay, zone, ain't worried about that. Okay, weather over the target is 01. So let's just get the weather. Weather over target. We have 2 die, 2, 3, 4. 2 is bad, 3 is poor, 4 through 10 is good, 11 is poor, and 12 is bad. So we roll 2 of these bad boys and just add them up. Let's see what we get. We got a magical 9, which is good weather over the target. We annotate that here. We have good weather, which is good for us for bombing, but also good for their fighters. Not good. Okay. And we don't have to go back and do another fighter cover, because if we go to G here, we go to G5, missions 1 through 5 are automatically good cover. So we got good cover again. Now we're going to roll for attacking waves of fighters, which is B1 and B2. All right, B1. Now, we do have a minus 1 here. So out was a big 0. Now we get a minus 1 here. We're going to roll 1 die, our magical white die. He rolls a 3. A 3 minus 1 is 2 and no waves. So 0 waves. Wow. And we got good. We got 0 waves. We don't have to worry about anybody getting hurt. Okay, so now we're going to flak over the target. So let's check our flak, which is in our O's. Find our O chart here. Where is our O chart? There we go. Weather over, what are we going to do here? We've got the flak over target. So flak over the target. Roll 1 die. So we're going to roll 1 die. If we get A roll of 1, there's no flak. 2 and 3 is light. 4 and 5 is medium. And 6 is heavy. Okay. And what do we want? We want a roll of 1, but I don't think that's what we'll roll. So, oh, wow. We rolled a 1, so there is no flak over it. Well, we caught them napping. We caught the Germans napping. Hot darn. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, so let's check our bomb run, which is 06 bomb run. We're going to roll 1 die, and it determines whether it's on or off target. So let's roll and see what we get. We got a 2 off target. Darn it. 2, yes, off target. Let me see, where do I put that? We'll just make a note here. Okay, bomb off target. Well, that was about the only thing that has gone wrong for us so far. Okay, so now we're off target. And that's B6. And now we go to B7, which is our accuracy off target. So we could hit, if we roll a 2, it's 10%, 3, it's 5%, 11 is 5%, 10 is 10%. So we're going to have a horrible bomb run. And we're going to look at rolling probably 0%. So we're lined up, got no flak, got great whatever, and our bombardier toggles the bombs and got a 9. And 9 is 0% because it's off target. So, big 0. Oh well. Okay, so we turn the bomber around. Here we go. We just dropped all those bombs on a schoolhouse, probably. Let's hope not. So we turn around here and we're going to do flak again. We're still over the target. So we're going to roll 1 die again. I don't think we're just going to roll 1. So maybe we get lucky. Nope. 5, which is medium flak. So we have medium flak. Put that there. Medium flak. Now, let me see my flak chart here. Okay. Okay, flak over target. Good. We got that. Flak over target. Now we go to 2 dice under their appropriate column to determine how much they hit us. Now this could note for each hit, roll once on table 04 to the effect of the flak hits. So we roll 2 die here, and we'll flash this up on the screen for you so you can see it. We are in medium, which varies throughout. Basically, you hit on a 2, 3, 12, and 7. So anything besides that is we didn't get hit. And 6. Medium is a miss. Flak misses. You know, our luck is holding. Flak misses. So we don't have any effect of flak. And let's see, we got fighters. Did I not do fighters coming in here? No, I did, and it was 0-0, so okay. Anyway, yeah, because we did a -2, -1, they were both zeros. Now we're going back. So we are in zone 3. And we're going to roll for tacking waves on B2 because it's automatically good. We don't have to roll for fighter cover. So let's take a look here. We got B1. All right, here we go. We're still considered over the target. So number of German fighter waves in designated target zone. Poor or bad weather over the target zone. Table 01. Subtract 1 from this roll. Go to B. Well, we have good weather. So let's go ahead and roll. We roll one die, -1, whatever it comes up. Here we go. 3 minus 1 is 2. Let me see. Did I not do the number of... Oh, wait a minute. I'm looking at the wrong one. Sorry. Okay, so we ended up with a 2. There were 0 fighters again. I looked at the wrong table. I looked at the number of waves, so 0. All right, that's it. We have no flak and no fighters. So now we move to zone 2. We roll to see the attacking waves. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, sorry, I messed that up. Let's go back. And I missed the one up earlier, too, because I didn't take it out of the designated target zone. So that's an error. Now I will correct it here. We are number of German fighter waves in designated target zone -1, which we rolled a 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. So we have 1 wave. Go to table B3. Okay. We're going to roll 2 die for each wave. We only got 1 wave. Here we go. And we rolled a 6. So we go down on, well, actually, we don't roll a 6. This is a 33. Sorry. 33 is 2 ME-109s, 3 ME-109s. What am I? Can't read today, apparently. All that college education didn't last. All right, okay, we got 3. We got a 12 o'clock level. And sorry about that. You're going to shake for a moment, but we got 1 at level 33. We got 12 high. And 130 level. Okay, here we go. 130 level. Okay, we got the number of waves. Specific fighters in each wave, B3, which we've done. Now we do fighter cover defense, which is M4. So let's move this. So we're going to M4. Fighter cover. Roll poor cover. We're in good cover here. So this first number, which we only have 1 wave. I'm sorry, the initial attack phase. We have 2 numbers here. The initial attack phase, based on how our roll is, runs off so many fighters. Okay? If we roll a 5 or a 6, all of them, we get 3. Our fighter cover got rid of all of them. So here we go. 4. And we have 2 that departed, and I can choose what I want. Let me look here. See, now this is the defense. This is the part where you get to decide which fighters get run off. So I have 12 o'clock level. We have top turret and nose. And 12 high, top turn, and nose. Okay, well, it doesn't really matter. We'll run this one off and this one off. So it's 12, 11. All right, pick these up. Come on. All right, put those over there. So now that we know what we have 1 fighter, 1 ME-109 coming in at level. We didn't run him off. So we're going to assign defensive fire, which we already have. We're going to have, let's put this here. We're going to have the top turret and the nose fire. So go to nose, take 1 off, and go to top turret, take 1 off. I would think you'd take 2 off, but you'd have better odds because it's a double gun. But that's not the case, so. I may look that up later, but I think I already looked that up, and you don't get mark off 2. But the tail has a lot of marks. Okay, top turn. All right, we need to roll. We look at 109s here. We need to roll a 6 to get a hit on a 109. So we get to roll 2 6s. And do we have a note there? No notes. Okay, great. We got nobody who's shot anything down. So what? We need to change this. We had one fighter wave. Okay. So now, as I try to find a place to put my pencil, we are, what are we doing here? Let's see, assign defensive fire. So I'm going to roll twice, 1, 1, and if we get a 6, we hit them. 6, 1 hit on them. Okay, let's see, 109, 1 hit. Man, that was lucky. All right, next shot, 1, big miss, as far miss as you can get. So we got 1 hit on him. Okay, we did that. Resolve defensive fire, M1 and M2. So roll 1 die for each hit result from table M1. We got 1 hit. Okay, so we're going to roll here. It says note twin guns, ball and top turret and tail guns add +1 to the die roll, except against FW-190s. Well, we're shooting at the top with the top turret. All damage die rolls against the 190 are -1 unless the gun firing was a twin, which roll damage normally. Okay, so our note is twin guns. We're going to add 1 to the die roll, and this is a 109. So here we go. We roll. We get a 2. We add 1, which is 3. We got fighter damage and breaks off after the attack, which is now -2 in the attack. So we're just going to put -2 here. All right, so we did the fighter. Now the German fighter attacks, which is on our M. Here we go. Okay. And we got 1 hit. So his attack position is 12 high. To hit the B-17, he needs a 5 or a 6. Fighter didn't score any hits. Are removed from. Okay. So he needs to roll a 5 or a 6. He's coming in, and 4. He missed us. So he goes through over the top, and the tail gunner takes a shot at him. I don't know if I did that last time, but because he's coming from 12 high, we can blast him with the tail gunner as he goes. And there's some optional rules as far as spray fire and all that kind of fun stuff, but nah, we're not going to do that. All right, now we are taking a shot here from our tail guns. Tail guns is going to be a 6 to hit anything. Oh, got my die. I'll get it here in a minute. All right. We're going to roll, and we need a 6 to hit him. Nope, we missed him. He is now removed. I'm moving around trying to get that die that I dropped on the floor. Don't you hate it when things go wrong? Makes you look stupid. All right, so he misses completely. No, he did not. Yeah, he did. He missed. He shot, he missed, went through, got shot at again, and now he breaks off after the attack. All right. That is over the target area. Okay. Okay. Number 1, number 2, successive attacks. No more attacks. Now we move to zone 2. we look at our zone 2 here, we still get a -2. So let's take a look at, we know we got good cover, and we're going to see how many attacking waves there are on B1 and B2. We are no longer in the designated target zone. So because of that, we will just do a straight -2. And if we're lucky, if we get a 3, a 1, 2, or a 3 with this die, we get no waves. Otherwise, we're going to get 1 or 2 waves, and we don't want 6. 4. 4 minus 1 is 3, which is 1. So we're going to go to table B3, attacking fighter waves. Now we got to find out what kind of fighters are attacking us. So, attacking fighter waves. We do this. This is 10s, and this one is 1s. So here we go. Let's see what we get. We get a 25. So let's see what we got for a 25. Oh, Jesus. 5 109s. I mean, sorry, 5 190s. Yikes. They were saving these for us. That's for sure. 5. I think that's all my 190 cards. Okay. We have a 12 high. And a 130 high. A 3 high. A 6 high. Oh my goodness. 6 high. And a 9 high. That's, oh, wow. Hopefully nobody gets hurt. So we got the number here. Let's see if I can. And that's what we got. Now what we're going to do is roll for how our fighter defense does. So we got B3. We got 1 wave. And now we're going to roll here for our fighter cover defense. So we need a good defense. Whoops. We need good defense. Come on, boys. So he's rolling, and he gets a 5. Okay, 5. On good cover, we run off 3, thank goodness, of those 5. All right, which ones do we want to run off? We got plenty of ammo, so this guy would be shot at by nose and top turrets. This guy is shot at, let's see, 3 high, top turret and starboard waist. We're going to run off. I'm trying to think. This one, and that one. We'll take this one instead and let our port waist gunner take a shot at him, because the starboard has been missing. So, okay, so we ran off 3, and then subsequent attacks, in the next wave, we'll run off 2. So, because of that fact, these 2 fighters get their 1 attack, and that will be it. So, let's see here. Fighter waves, we also had just, make sure I had just a 1 wave. Yes, 1 wave. Just double checking, making sure I didn't screw that up, because I'm fairly certain I screwed up the fighters there. But too late now, so let's go to defensive fire. Defensive fire against fighters M1 and M2. So here we go. M1. Here's our defensive fire. This guy gets shot at twice. And it says, notes, 190 equals FW1. Regardless of any modifiers in effect, a roll of 6 is always a hit. If the result is a hit, go to M2. We don't have an ace gunner, so we're good. All right. And let's see. Nose shoots at the guy in the front. 1. Miss. Top turret shoots at him. Miss. And 9 o'clock level, we get the top and ball turrets and Fort Waste, except for we get better odds this time to hit him at 9 level. So that was a good choice. All right, so we have the top turret. You need 5 or 6 to hit the 190. Top turret shoots. Oh. Top turret shoots, and he missed. And let's go to our Fort Waste. Fort Waste, he shoots. And our ball turrets shoots. All right. So we got 2 more shots at this guy. We missed him. And we got to see if we get him. All right. So we take a look here at 9 o'clock level, 190. For the top and ball turrets, 5 or 6. Port Waste is a 6. Only we'll roll a here for the Port Waste. Missed. Come on, 5 or 6. No, missed. My gunners are not hitting diddly, or they're hitting diddly. Now, after that, we go to German fighter attacks. Okay, German offensive fighter attacks. Okay. So we have 9, high, level, or low, 4, 5, or 6 hits. -3. Well, 4, 5, or 6 he hits. 5 got 1 hit. So let's go over here. 1 hit. And he attacks, which is still the same area. 4, 5, or 6. Miss, miss, miss. 4. Nope. 2 hits. They got 2 hits on me. Yikes. That's probably not going to be good. Okay. Well, we had good luck up to this point. So, no damage against German fighters. Don't need to go to M2 because we missed. Now, German fighter attacks. They're on M3. Here we go. He needs a 4, 5, or 6. Or did I already do that? No. Yeah, diddly. So now we do these guys. 4, 5, or 6, they get a hit. This guy shoots. 6. Boom. Big hit. Oh, I got 2 hits here already. Maybe I already did it. Man, I gotta stop going so fast because I get confused and oh, they hit him. So now, German fighter attacks. We did that. Okay, we have 2. We already did the M3. We already had 2. So don't be stupid. Captain Jake's being stupid today because we shouldn't have done that. Now we do the number of German fighters' shell hits. So we go to B4. All right, shell hit by area. All right, let's see what we have here. We roll 2 die per successful attacking fighter. Okay, this guy. Because he hit me, let's find out how many shells he hit me with. And that is a 7. Okay, that's 1. Let's go 9. That's 2 shell hits. Okay, let me put this up here. We got 2 shell hits from that guy. This guy comes in and does his dirty deed, which he is from 12, or 130, or 1030. And we roll again. Let's see. If the attacking fighters and after they multiply the number of shell hits by, one and 1/2. Okay, so that would be, we had 2. Shit. Now I got to do advanced math. Okay, 1.5 times 2. That's 10, 2, 3. Okay, well, then we round. It ends up being 3 shell hits now. All right. And now we do the same thing here, except for he's coming in from the nose. And we roll again. So we got a 3, now there's 7. Oh, you know what that is, except for he's coming from a different angle. That's 1 shell hit multiplied by 1.5. And what does it say? Round up or round down? Rounding down. So we got 1.5 times 1. No. Yeah, that's right. Times 1. No, well, that's easy. That is 1. We got 1 shell hit from him, so we're going to multiply this by 1. So we round down, so that still becomes just 1 hit. 1 hit the shell. Okay. All right. After we do that, we get the shell locations, which is B5. Gotta find B5. Where's B5? Okay, here we go. B5. Okay. Now we roll 2 dice for the attack from 12, 1, or 130 or 1030. And he is high. So here we go. All right. And that would be a 5. Okay. Oh, hit in the radio room. Now, okay, you got 1 hit in the radio room. Okay. Oh, damn, this notes. 1 hit. Radio. I should make it RR, right? Radio room. So now it says here, then we go to tables P1 through P6. And what is that? BI 1 or 2. Man, there's a lot of choices there. B1. All right, that was radio room. Instruments. Okay, B1, B2 to determine specific damage. He didn't hit the wings, he hit the radio room. So now we go to P. All right, radio room. Bombay, power compartment, radio room. All right, we got this. We can do it. All right, radio room. We're going to roll 2 die to determine what happens. It's just an add up. And we add a 10. We come down. Superficial damage, no effect. All right, good deal. That's official, no effect. And that's 1. Now we got 3 here. Let's go back to a number of the shell locations, which is B5. Okay, that was him. He's coming in here because he's got 3 shell hits. And we come down here, and he is high. So we just add these up again. And that's a 4. Pilot compartment. This is 1, 2, 3. This is pilots. We're just going to roll them all, as long as I'm here, because we got 3. Next, 3, which is nose. And his last shell hit is 6, port wing. Port wing, okay. So now we go to each one of these tables to determine if we die. All right, port wing. Okay, well, we got a wing here, so we'll do the wing first. Whole bunch of notes, but let's find out what we get. All right, we're going to roll. We got 1 hit, so let's roll, and we got a 10. Fuel tank. We roll 1 die. It's an outboard tank for 1 to 3. 4 to 6 is inboard tank. Roll 1 die again. 1 to 2 is a fire. 3 to 4 is a leakage. 5 or 6 is south seal. We're not looking good here, folks. All right. He got port wing, which is fuel. All right. Yes. All right, fuel tank. So now we roll 1 die. That's 10. Yeah, okay. All right, 1 die. We roll 6. And 5 or 6 is south seal. No effect. No effect. Hot damn. All right, now that's good. Now we go to the nose. Okay, nose. -4, -3. Okay. This has nothing. There was an errata on this where you had to roll a second die. 4 to 6 on the bomb run is -3. If done by Flak on the bomb run, it's a -4. So let's go ahead and hit the nose here. Well, he hit the nose, and we got us 5. We go up here. Uh-oh. Navigator. No, nav. Find out what happens to him. We go to note B, which says, if necessary, if subsequent out of formation, the B-17 must spend 2 turns in the future, add the number of zones entered, roll twice for the fighter waves. Well, that would be, we don't have to do that. We got hit, but a Navigator got hit, and we're not out of formation. If presently or subsequently out of formation, the B-17 must spend 2. We're still in formation. We haven't lost anything. All right, so Navigator. We got to roll to find out what happens to him. Roll for wounds on table B4. What is it, just B4? No, that can't be right. Must be BI. Yeah, BI4. Yeah. All right, here we go. Wounds. 6 is crewman is killed in action. That's what happened to the last guy. And 4 and 5 is going to be a serious wound with B. After landing, roll 1 die for each seriously wounded crewman for survival. So, Navigator's been hit, and he gets a 5, which is a serious wound. All right, we got to mark that. Got to remember where I put that. Serious wounds. There we go. So we come over here and give our Navigator a serious wound. So he may not continue, crewman may not continue duties, may not bail out. Okay. Let me see, Bombardier. Let me just see if there's any specific notes. Landing, bail out after landing roll. Okay, after landing roll, we got to roll to see if he survives. All right. Well, the crew, but 2 to 5 equals recovery, but may not fly any more missions. 1 is a rapid recovery, may fly the next mission. A 6 would be fatal. That's what's going to happen. next time. All right, let me see here. Because we got serious wound. Let's see. Serious wound. Yeah, okay. So we need to roll. We need to know that. All right, now we go to the nose. Well, we go to the pilot. Pilot compartment. Not going to be good because I'm in there. Okay, window knocked out, pilot and co-pilot. He's out. Okay. Roll 2 die for the shell hit. Let's just find out what happens. That is 9. Instruments. Roll for damage on table BI-2. Well, at least it didn't hit the person. Just took out the instruments. Make sure that's correct. I've messed this up before. Make sure we got a 9. Nope, just interest. And then BI2. Okay, here we go. Instruments. Roll 2 die for the shell hits on the instruments. Bad thing is we might be able to get a fire, which is not going to be good. So let's go ahead. Come on, give me a good roll here. And we got a 9. Rudder. Landing roll on table G9 or G10 is a -1. So we got the rudder. And it's a -1. Let's see, D. As disregard the landing roll modifications for lost control of flaps, ailerons, and elevators. If both the port and starboard parts of these systems are already inoperable, if the rudder is already inoperable, ignore the landing roll modifications for loss of rudder controls. Okay, now that makes absolutely no sense. Disregard the landing roll modifications for lost control of the flaps, ailerons, or elevators. If both the port and starboard parts of these systems are already inoperable. If the rudder is already inoperable, ignore the landing roll modifications for loss of rudder control. All right, well, he needs to do this, which is going to be -1 here also. So rudder. Let's go here. Ailerons, elevators. Let's see. Engine, no engine fire, thank goodness. I gotta find the rudder. Sorry. Gotta find the rudder. Starboard flap, aileron, port flap. None of those. Let's see, port elevator, no. Port aileron, no. Engine, no. Rudder, there we go. Rudder is out. I knew there was one in there for the rudder. All right. Well, looks like we're going to be just about an hour today with this mission. So that means some of the longer missions are going to be interesting. So rudder, we got a -1. We got to get the nose for the nav. And if we remember correctly, we were over here and we ran off 2 afterwards because we took out 3, and so we run off 2. The number in the parentheses is the number of fighters driven off in successive attack phases. Next attack phase comes up. He runs these guys off after they peppered my B-17. Had to duck when they hit the rudder. All right, so we're good there. Now, next we're going to no German attacks in Zone 1. And now we're back here at base. First off, we need to roll for landing. Nope, we got to roll, sorry. First thing we got to do is roll for weather. Weather over the base. Probably going to be crap. All right, here we go. I don't know. That's always bad. Bad weather causes a -2 on weather over base. -2 on bomb run roll on table, and a -2 on the landing roll on tables G9 or G10. Oh crap. So we're down to bad weather. We got a -2 again. Crew notes. Let's see. Well, I'll put serious wound over here. And radio operator. No, navigator. Serious wound. Okay. So now, England is bad. We're landing here. So, I wonder why we put landing modifiers +1, 0, 0, 0. We're landing over land. And we already got a -2. Let's roll over. Okay. So we've got the weather. Now we roll for landing on G9. Oh, man. This is going to be tough. G9, landing roll. Okay, let's see. No landing gear. We don't have that problem. 1, repairable. 4 to 6, not repairable. 1 to 3, I don't know why it says 1 to 3, and 4 to 6. Okay, well, we roll 2 die. Let's find out. 8. Crew and B-17 are safe, unless we do the -3, which is, what is it? 6 minus 3 is 3, which is still crew safe. But we have 1, and it was a -3 actually. So we landing modifiers, we land safe. Horrible mission, bomb run of 0, but we landed back safe. We got a navigator seriously wounded. So now we do BI4, which will be our last thing that we do. BI4, we roll 1 die for the affected crew member. Light wound, crewman 1 to 3, light wound, crewman may continue duties on, well, I already did that. Roll for seriously wounded crewman BI4. I'm looking at BI4. I've already done that. Handheld. Well, let's see here. Oh, well, I did that. Landing, I did that. Okay. But where is the wounds? We already did serious wound. So B. After landing roll, that's it. Roll 1 die for each serious wounded crewman. Okay. That's what we're doing. Here we go. And can't see it. Oh, can't see it. Can't see it. Don't want to tip it. 5. It says 2 to 5 recovery, but may not fly any more missions. So we've lost our navigator on this flight. We will have to replace him with a new navigator for mission number 5, which will be next week. Now, may put a poll up on the channel. Do you want me to continue straight with just this, or do you want me to alternate a couple of tabletop games? Otherwise, we're just going to keep going on our missions until my pilot dies or we hit 25, which is going to be a lot of weeks. So, otherwise it's going to be even more weeks. So, we're back. We landed. Crew is safe. He is seriously wounded and he will not be back. So, we need to roll for a new navigator. And when I do that, because I use a random number generator on my PC, which I can't run right now, but next time I will let you know whom is our new navigator. So our navigator, Lieutenant McBride, is wounded on this one, so McBride is out. Cross him off, and hopefully these things aren't too bad. We have McBride here, still working on lighting. He is no longer flight, so this flight 4, no McBride. Yes, okay, 4. Okay, that was, he was down here. He was down here. No McBride on this one. He's good. He's good. 0%. And let's see, Cherbourg. Okay, I'm just going to do the same. Mission 4 was just the same. Same aircraft. Co-pilot's good. All our bombers are good. All right, so we'll get a new navigator for next mission, and that will be for next week. So, thanks for joining me. I know I made a couple errors, especially with the fighters over the target, but we got shot up pretty good, so it doesn't really matter. I do appreciate all subscribers and anybody who puts a comment on these videos. I enjoy the heck out of playing these games. That's why I implemented a Tabletop Tuesday. It's not on the computer, so hopefully you're enjoying it as much as I am. But that will be it for this episode. So as always, I'm Captain Jake, wishing you fair winds and following seas. Until next time.